Hi everyone, it's Marie from Tatisoap, and I'm going to be making a soap I call Pretty Petals. And it's a very simple recipe, just one color, but I'm going to be piping the top with roses, or I'm going to attempt to pipe. So I'm going to start. I've got my oils, and I'm going to add some, this is 1 teaspoon of French pink clay. That's the only thing I'm using for color. I'm going to blend this up a little bit here. Lots of bubbles. Okay, so it's nicely blended. So I'm going to add the lye to this. And for fragrance, I'm using essential oils of palmarosa, lemongrass, and cedarwood. So it's quite a nice fragrance. So we're just going to blend this. And because I'm going to do some piping, I want it to be fairly thick, so I'm going to give it a good stir. Okay. So it's already tracing, but I'm going to add the castor oil with my essential oils, so it'll get a little bit thinner again. So here we go. So this is equal parts of, as I mentioned, palmarosa, cedarwood, and lemongrass. So it's in color. I don't know how well you see the color on this camera. It's not the best camera, so sometimes the color is more orange than in real life, and sometimes it's less orange. But this is a fairly pale peachy pink right now, almost bordering on the beige actually. But as it cures, it gets a very nice light peachy pink. So I'm going to stick blend it just a little bit more. So I'm going to take out about 2 cups, and that's going to be for my piping. I don't even know if that's going to be enough. Take a little bit more out. Oh man, Marie is making a mess again. There. Okay, so that'll be for the piping. Now we're going to put this in the bowl, or in the mold. Now, I've made this recipe before, but I've made it a different way, in that I used a tray mold, or a, I can't think of the word now. I guess a tray mold, and I made the bars. I put a Wilton mat, the fondant mat, on top, and I made kind of an imprint of flowers, which was kind of nice, and I dusted it with silver mica. So this is going to be different size bar, different shape, and it's going to have piping on it of roses. I'm hoping they're going to be roses. And I'm still going to be dusting the top with the silver mica, I think. That's a maybe. That's kind of planned, but that could change. Okay. I'm going to bang this away over there. Man, this is getting thick. Not really flowers, more like spirals, but I think with a few gin and tonics in your belt, under your belt, you might think these are flowers. That's what it looks like. It's like a log, a Yule log. Anyways, we'll see what it looks like when we cut it tomorrow. Okay, so we've got the soap that's all done. It looks interesting, is what I can say. They don't really look like roses, but if you don't look at it really in depth, maybe you can think they're roses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dust them with some silver mica. So there's my silver mica, and I've got my brush, and it doesn't take a whole lot. So I'm just dipping my brush in and shaking off the excess, and just kind of brushing it, kind of like putting on blush. it gives it a little bit of a kind of iridescent, shiny look to it. Now it's easier to do when you've got a flat surface, then it really goes quickly, but this kind of work it into the nooks and crannies. Oop, I've got a little bit more on my brush than I'm just gonna there. Put a little bit more here. And then pick out the brush hairs that kind of make their way there, clandestine, whatever. Clandestine, stowaways. A little bit more. Doop 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 doop. A little bit too much there. But I mean, you get the idea. You can put as much as you want or as little as you want, and just kind of work it in there until you get the effect that you like. So I find doing this before cutting is easier, but you could do it afterwards as well. There's no rules. Just kind of work it in. There. I think it's pretty good. So there we've got our mica covered top. So I'm going to set up for cutting, so I'll be right back. Okay, I have no idea if this recorded. I don't think it did. So I just cut the soap, and it's an interesting texture where the piping is up here with the base, but the top came out kind of nice. See? There we go. There's another one. So I'll clean them up and do a good picture. So thanks for watching.